Good afternoon. Welcome back to BTN TV. I'm Donna Eroldi, Senior Editor of Transportation for Business Travel News. And I'm here today with Joseph Seal-Driver, who's Global Sales Director for Blacklane.
Hi, Donna.
Welcome. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us today. Appreciate it.
And thank you. Lovely to be here.
Great. And I'm going to jump right in. How is your corporate recovery looking from 2019 levels?
Oh, it's great, actually. We've really seen a return to business travel. We're now, I think, exceeding the numbers that we were doing prior to the pandemic, and we've weathered the storm and coming back stronger. Throughout COVID, Blacklane didn't lay any of its staff off. There's zero redundancies, and I think that actually helped us bounce back quick because we didn't have a drain of talent within the business.
That's great. And what trends are you seeing from your corporate clients now that they're starting to come back, and and what in particular is different from pre-pandemic?
I think there's certainly a few trends that we're seeing. First off is the recovery has been building and isn't waning, so the numbers are still there, and we're getting a lot of new corporate clients coming over as well. So business is great. We're seeing a continuation of the safety theme and reliability theme, which I think has always been prominent in ground transportation. I think because we did so well over the COVID period around hygiene and also quality of vehicle, that we're still seeing that from our customers. And alongside that, we're seeing some even stronger trends towards sustainability. Now, that's always been a thing for Blacklane. Since 2017, we've offset our emissions, and actually have done since the time the company was founded over 10 years ago. We also introduced electric class vehicles, and that's in 9 cities now, and you can also book electric vehicles in 35 other cities, but that's more potluck. We offer it as a class of vehicle in 9 cities worldwide. We're actually showing an EQS electric car here today. So a lot of our customers that's a Mercedes electric EQS, sorry, I should say. So a lot of our customers really care about sustainability, are asking questions around that. So we offset, have electric vehicles, and we audit and show our workings to our customers as well, so they can actually see how we're making the calculations for offsetting. Alongside that, we're also seeing some trends that are negative in the industry. So during COVID, a lot of chauffeurs left the industry, and we're now seeing a ramp up of our partners hiring more Blacklane chauffeurs. So that's happening very quickly. We're also seeing some headwinds which are quite difficult to contend with around vehicle supply. The microchip shortage means that manufacturers are behind their manufacturing schedule, and that in some instances chauffeur companies are struggling to get vehicles, which means that the vehicles maybe have to work a little bit harder to accommodate the journeys that are needed.
How are you mitigating those issues with your corporate clients if it comes up with them?
So we prioritise our corporate clients. We always ask them to book in advance to give us plenty of warning, but we also allow customers to book up to 30 minutes just before a journey, and in some instances, in some cities, we actually do it on demand as well. So the answer is, behind the scenes, we're working incredibly hard to make sure everyone's serviced, but up front it all looks like we're paddling along gracefully.
Are you seeing clients change their travel policies at all when it comes to their ground transportation?
I think yes. A lot more clients are asking for electric vehicles and electric class, so that's certainly coming through. A lot of clients are now, I think because of quality issues elsewhere, perhaps coming to us for more of a higher proportion of their journeys. So whereas they might have gone for more economy options before, I think because of safety and hygiene and concerns, they're now continuing to stick with Blacklane because they've seen what a great service it is we provide, and so we're perhaps getting more of the spend of the corporates of the clients that we have.
And are you seeing more like office use, like to and from commute time, or
I think our bread and butter has always been airport.
airport? Okay.
Blacklane started 10 years ago with the actual the mantra to try and fill empty legs. So a chauffeur would go to an airport with their own client, and then would fill the journey back with a Blacklane client. And it's actually one of the best things you can do in the industry is to reduce empty miles. It increases efficiency, you make more money, and actually it's the best thing for the environment because you're not riding empty. So that's how Blacklane started, and subsequently the business has grown to the global position it is in now.
Great. Now I know you've mentioned sustainability and you mentioned the electric vehicles. I have in my research that your goal is to, the company aim is for 75% of rides to be in electric vehicles by 2025. Where are you currently with that?
We're not reaching it so far. We are behind the curve, but that's not for want of trying. And actually the issues have been more around vehicle supply into the industry as a whole, rather than and that's something that I think will be addressed as production ramps up. We have, and that's not directed at any one manufacturer. That's industry wide. So that's a problem that I think everybody is facing at the moment. One thing I would say is to help us accelerate more, I would love our customers to keep asking for electric vehicles, and demand generates supply. Yeah.
With gas prices high as they are now, and the challenge with vehicles, as you mentioned.
We haven't noticed.
That's affecting pricing. I know with the rental car side, it definitely has. Mm-hmm. How has that affected the chauffeur side, and how are you dealing with corporate clients on that front?
So we're trying to get in front of it. It's really important that we don't reduce the margins for both our partners, and also we don't want to make ourselves too expensive for customers. So in some instances we've set rates that we're honouring, and in others we're passing on those fuel costs incrementally to on a journey by journey basis. Right. It's not something that we can control. It's just something that we just have to manage.
Right. It's one of those downsides, unfortunately.
Yeah, but this is where it helps in some ways, because it pushes us to get go electric quicker. Right. And actually, hopefully the customers will see the benefit of that from the pricing as well as the environmental push. Right. In fact, all of our electric cars are priced the same as our ICE cars, our internal combustion engine cars. Yeah.
Right. And some companies I've seen price them higher, so it's interesting to see.
Yeah, we like to have it on parity. I think the quality is better as well. It's a quieter ride. Yeah.
Right. Is there anything else corporate travel managers should be aware of or be thinking of when it comes to their ground transportation?
I think it's always great to get a heads up in advance when companies are thinking about going to tender. Often we see some tenders that are fairly restrictive, and it's always good to consult with leaders in the industry to understand how that might be best for both sides before going to tender. That's something I think we're seeing more of, actually. That's great to see. I also think bespoke pricing is something that we're looking at, and that some corporates are asking for, but I won't spill the beans on that here now.
Okay. Well, something for the next time.
Perhaps, yeah.
Any final thoughts?
No, it's just great to be here, and it's fantastic not to be talking about COVID all the time, which I think was pretty much the topic last year.
Right. Well, about out of time. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
appreciate you taking the time to talk to us, and we'll go back to the show floor.
Thank you.
Thank you.